What up, my freaks? RuinousInsight here with part, I want to say 24 of my Total Warhammer 3 Zhatan the Black Immortal Empires campaign. So as we saw last time, Scaff Stonebeard was at it again, taking out the last remnants of the western provinces and showing us the might of the Ice-Forged Legion. The Vale of Titans is the last territory belonging to this faction, and we will be destroying it next turn. Wow, they don't even want to peace out. I guess he's so pissed at this point, he'd just rather die. Yeah, so we'll be taking the western provinces out for good next turn, as there is no reason to allow them to rebuild. Yeah, we could farm the defeat trait, but it's gonna get annoying at some point, and I'd rather not waste the time anymore, even if it is a fantastic defeat trait. Anyway, in terms of what we got to do this time around, I don't believe there's much in the way of moving, as we were moving everybody around last episode, but there is quite a bit of money to spend. And namely, we do want to upgrade stuff here. I think we're going to switch to Masterful Architects, and then next turn we're going to upgrade a bunch of things here, maybe even rush them as well, as there's probably a decent amount of reason to do so. Also, you provide income from gem and gold mines plus 15%. Wait, so you increase the amount from yourself? Okay, swell, I guess. Oh, right, I haven't figured out whether this counts as a refinery or not. As in, the thing that increases the... Well, you know what? Next time we get one, there's probably another gem mine. I think there's one here in the mountains. And, but this won't be a factory. I'd be curious to see whether it counts as a refinery. Oh wait, but the skill would, or the technology would give us the buff anyway. Alright, so it doesn't matter. We will find out anyway. Alright, so this place is for now going to be fine, but ooh, public order. We've got issues. Okay, so Ancient Giant Lands, we can ignore you, but you need to set an example. Imperial Road. We also need to set an example here at the Forest of the Moon. Most definitely, and then we'll need to fix the public order afterwards as well. We have the Stone Sky Foothills, definitely set an example. Plains of Shen, why not? And Lands of Stone and Steel, most definitely. Gotta keep this place, at the very least, in a reasonably positive state. Now, you are missing about 300 labor, so we will transfer, let's say, from Stone and Steel, from Eastern Steppes, and from Ancient Giant Lands, like so. And then we will transfer here to the Forests of the Moon. There we are. There's probably at least a few things in some places that we might want to rush right now, but we'll see how much income we have remaining to specifically do that in a bit. First of all, Stone Sky Foothills. We'll ignore you for now. Once again, I will upgrade the Volary shortly, but the Mountains of the Moon, or whatever this place is called, Forest of the Moon, is probably going to be more critical. Then, speaking of critical stuff, we may want to upgrade you, and maybe even rush you. So if we rush the Overseer's Tower, how much would this cost? It would cost us 400 labor, and then we rush the distillery, and then immediately get the 3% reduction for hobgoblins. It's not much, but we are using quite a few hobgoblins, and I think perhaps it'll still be worth our time. Also gotta rush something, right? Alright, do those. Rush construction, Celestial Monastery, hopefully we don't lose it. And then immediately upgrade you, distillery. And then we need to get 400 to rush this, plus we will need another 255. So 700, well, 600 labor. Alright, we need to transfer 600 to Celestial Lake. So, there is an unnecessary amount at Imperial Road. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and where's Red Wastes? 6, there we go. And then all to Celestial Lake. Like so, except, ooh, costs a lot of money to transfer like that, but it'll be worth it because we can rush this. And there we go. Oh, lovely. Now we have a tier 3 distillery. Only gives us about a couple hundred gold per turn, but I still wanted it up and running ASAP. Oh, wow, look at the control here. Yeah, it's certainly iffy. Wonder if we should not build the mine shaft right now while the control is like this. We could also just rush the this thing and then build the public order here instead. Also, what do you... Oh, right, you need to get the money pit. Too bad that we can't build the public order here because of the distillery. You know what, I think we can transfer more. Now, rush construction. And we will immediately get the public order. And we could rush it and double up on it. Because the public order here is hugely problematic. And you know what, while we're here, let's get the tribute shrine and let's get the trade wharf up and running. Yeah, I definitely want to get the ports all at tier 3 ASAP. Alright, let's transfer some more labor here, I guess, to Celestial Lake. We do have a surplus in a few places, namely the Red Wastes, which does not need and probably will never need a lot of labor. And we will go from one from the Plains of Shen and then one from the Eastern Steppes up to Celestial Lake. Accept. Another 1,000 gold. But it'll be worth our time to do this. And then to do this. And okay, this one will probably be a little bit much, so we'll wait a couple turns. But on the bright side, assuming we don't need to rush any of this, although considering how much we're losing, we probably should rush a couple things. Alright, do this, and then we'll build the second level right now. Alright, minus 83 per turn, a little bit more manageable, and then for a little while, maybe we move into billowing smokestacks. Yeah, 20% labor loss per turn is pretty insane. It's gonna be a while before that Skaven corruption is gone, though. And we have nothing that counteracts corruption, unfortunately. Do you? No, you do not. I think maybe we actually cancel the mineshaft. And then again, it is a tier 2. We already have the tier 1, so we'd have to delete it, so that's probably not worth it. You know what? Stay like this. We're gonna rush this in a couple turns once we get a little bit more labor. Alrighty, next up, there's probably other ports that we have to build. Yes, to the gold sluice, and let's get gold panners. We are building a lot more stuff right now, so we will need to be able to fund it. Alrighty, looks good to me. Next up. What do we have to build? You know what, let's go from the bottom this time. Ignore the gates for now. Or continue ignoring the gates, I should say. Non-Chang, we might as well upgrade you next turn. Ancient Giant Lands we'll be continuing to ignore for a while yet. You, Shrine of the Alchemist, are good for now. Or Warpstone Desert, I should say. Hanyu Port. And we need the public order. Yeah, let's get the public order. And Shenwu we can ignore because we'll be replacing it. A Red Fortress in the Red Wastes. Now this place we care about the least, so I think we'll be ignoring it for now. This place is fine as it is for now as well. I guess we could upgrade this, but you know what? We have, I think, 2 caravans coming back, so maybe we'll keep the armaments for now. And where else can we spend stuff? You know what, maybe we start upgrading a few of these things. We will be wanting to get trade agreements up and running as well. Alright, and you know what, let's save a little bit of money to rush some stuff next turn here. Maybe not necessarily the Overseer's Towers, but at the very least this place with more public order. It's definitely going to be a necessity here ASAP. Surprising that the Great Kiln of Hashut does not provide any public order. Also, just out of curiosity, how's that incinerator looking? Not here, but in here in the Jade River Delta. Still gonna be a while, eh? Alright, that's fine. That's fine. We'll save the money then, because we got a lot of stuff to upgrade. Next up, is there anything else to do? Well, we do have more recruitment to do, but I think we are safe for at least a turn. Which means, and especially since we need the mandatory service to be upgraded anyway. Alright, which means I guess we are safe to end the turn then, and see whether the Skaven decide to attack us here. Let's find out. Skip, 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 outpost upgrade available. Oh, that reminds me. We should have just enough now to get our first Kadai Destroyer. From an ally, mind you, but nonetheless. Alright. Kadai Destroyer, Colossal Monster. And that's what I like to see. And you don't cost anything to recruit, and you will be up and running in 3 turns. Absolutely fantastic. Alright, you know what, let's take a quick look at diplomacy here. World Walkers, we're not going to get friendly with. Legion of the Gore Queen, Decadent Host. I'd really love to trade with... Damn, Nagaron is really far. It's a Nagaron that we want as a trading partner. Minus 20.4, eh? Oh wow, they'd be willing to give us a lot of cash per turn. What if we declare war on the Legion of Chaos and the Legion of Gore Queen? Only +7? Yeah, not even enough. Damn. Well, that's a crying shame, and everything else I think is quite ignorable. Eshin is recognizing that they're dead out of curiosity. 10k for that, not bad. But I'd rather not leave them alive, mostly because I'm terrified of getting a Skaven plague throughout our territories. It's just obnoxiously irritating of an ability. So end the turn. Hope I didn't forget anything. Let's see if the Skaven are willing to come to us, or whether they're gonna stay right there. Alright, there's Eshin. I know it looks like they're hanging around here. They probably are aware that they might get attacked. Which is fine, because we are going to attack them after all. Alright, I guess we're getting to the bamboo crossing next. These guys didn't want to peace out for whatever crazy reason, so it's their problem. Trait gain constructor for you. Swell, I guess. Ooh, also, have you leveled up yet? No. I was hoping that the recruitment would have leveled you. Oh, huh, I thought recruitment gave XP, but you haven't budged in a while, damn. Yeah, oh well, not a big deal. Not a big deal at all, and here we go, last of the western provinces. Let's take them out for good. Auto-resolve, a little bit of labor, and we will take the place as a outpost for now, though we will not be collecting income. Mandatory research, convoy completed, and there we are, wait. Faction destroyed? Yes, faction destroyed western provinces. Fare thee well, Jiao Ming, you were useful. Let's go with that. For a time. Alrighty, now, are you able to reach these guys? Now, Deathmaster Snitch is back up and running, but you are unfortunately not able to reach him. We could go to the Baleful Hills, then, with these two together, which I think is probably the way to do it. Let's head you here. Let's see what we're looking at. Is there defenses? There is not. We will auto-resolve this then. Let's put this on you guys to get additional fire damage. Razor Standard on one of the... We could also put it on the doggos, make them even more devastating in melee. Weapon strength 41, eh? It certainly makes the Oglecon's Wolf Boys quite strong. Yeah, alright, I like that. Let's do that. Convoy completed, yeah. Skaven revealed. We'll move Thrunbaj right here to help out with this. I'm a little bit scared of Deathmaster Snitch ambushing him, though. But I don't think we can escape it anyway. Baleful Hills will be taken as another... wait. Changwu is not a port. Bridge of Heaven is. But with only one port, I guess we can make Bridge of Heaven a factory and then these two places outposts. I was hoping to make another all factory or all outpost territory, but it's probably not worth wasting a port. So yeah, alright. For now, you're gonna get auto-resolve, and you will become a outpost. Like so, sort of swift slang. What do we have here? Book of Ashurth. You do not need this. We'll give this to somebody who's leading an actual army. You're just a temporary army. What are you again? You are a Sorcerer Prophet of Metal with the Needful trait. It's not a bad trait. We just have to figure out who we want to put on you. And you're gonna go into encamp stance so that if Snitch attacks you this turn, you cannot be ambushed, or at the very least the ambush is somewhat unlikely. You, Zhatan. Stance, move to Bamboo Crossing, and strike, please. The heck? Oh, he went around. This is a port, right? Well, I guess we'll find out. Auto-resolve. Basically no damage whatsoever, and occupies tower. Plus 84 now, very nice. And mission aborted. Oh. That might have actually been worth it. Oh, man, that's unfortunate. 2.4k. I completely forgot about the mission. Oh well. At the end of the day, it's not a crazy amount of money. And just a slight disappointment. Oh well. We are going to go for donation barrel here. We are not going to collect income for now, and it is a port, and Wily Village is not. Fuhong is also a port. Oh, now you're willing to peace out, huh? Alright, well, we may peace out. What we might do is hit Wily, then hit Fuhong, then peace out while we take on the lizards. I also noticed the main lizard army is gone, which is a concern, because they may be heading out to here. Nakai might be back. That would be also somewhat concerning, but we shall see. Next up. Well, Scav can't move, so it looks like more admin, eh? Well, there is one other thing we can do that isn't admin. Wait. First of all, Tech Thief. I'm gonna go out here. Astrogul, Drenger, you are going to sit here. Though I don't think you'll be able to hold Shiama's Rest if it does get attacked. We do have a bunch of stuff to do here, but I think what we'll do instead is, first, give Zhatan his points. Ooh, level 30 means you just got Mentor. And you are not level 30, but you're getting there. Let's get you hard to hit. Then, Zhatan, leave the bamboo crossing, like so. And damaged army or not, you can teleport to get a battle going. Yes, let's upgrade you. Or wait, do we want to wait until Wily Village is taken? Yeah, maybe. What we want to do is go to objectives and take a look. So we have Major, Ancestor Relic of Valea, GRUNGNI, and Grimnir. What do we want first? Physical resistance and melee defense for army, quite nice. And enables replenishment in foreign territory, also quite nice. Then we have Ever-Burning Helmet of GRUNGNI, upkeep reduction for artillery and war machines, which would be best in this army. Passive ability, Imbuement Flaming Attacks. Does Zhatan have an imbuement? He has Sundered Armor, but that's a contact effect, whereas Flaming Attacks are not, so he could still use this in theory. Although, wait. He's only missing a talisman, so he can't actually. This is an helmet. But I guess we could give it to one of the other guys. Actually, blinded imbuement on our sniper might be quite useful. Oh, yeah, wait, especially because oh, no, wait, but the sniper has Sundering Armor, and you have Sundering Armor. Who are we supposed to give this to? You have Sundering Armor because of the spiked whip, eh? I'll think about it. Either way, that's the one we're doing. I want the machine upkeep reduction cost. Just double checking that this isn't better. Oh, this does give us campaign movement range, and is a talisman, being the only thing that we're missing. That said, it gives no ward save. Decent amount of spell resistance, but the spell resistance makes me think that this might actually be better on a sorcerer prophet, eh? You already cause fear, do you not, on a Lamasu? Or terror, rather? Yeah. Maybe that's the way we'll do it. Well, either way, we're still gonna go for Ever-Burning Helmet of GRUNGNI. Now, what are we facing off against? Ooh, Dwarfs? Oh, finally. Oh, I like the sound of that. I wonder what they have here. Look at that. Balance of power is very slightly in their favor. There must be some crazy reinforcements here. Exciting times. Here we go. Oh, I should have given that a read. I'll give it a read after. It's probably a really basic text anyway, and let's see what the battle's like. The ancestor god GRUNGNI was known for his abilities as a miner and blacksmith. In fact, he left behind a mining relic for those weak Dawi of the Grey Mountains. They're struggling to keep their numbers up and so rely solely on it. We must dig down and steal it from them. Alrighty, here we go, the Ancestor Relic. Now, Dreadquake Mortars against regular dwarfs. This seems like a match made in hell, as in the enemy's gonna have a very bad time, both against the Dreadquake Mortars and against the Magma Cannons as well. The very slow-moving enemy infantry is going to just get shot up, and they have absolutely no recourse against this, and all they can do is move further towards us into the Dreadquake Mortar fire, as well as throughout the flames of those Magma Cannons. Let's see that. Balance of power currently at about 90%, but obviously this is not the only enemy army moving in. We are also going to put a Flamestorm in front of them, and it's going to move away from the enemy. Alright, a little bit of a throwback to the old Flamestorm that I was having generally horrifically bad luck with. This one absolutely achieving nothing, but fortunately I believe it is a non-overcast one. I just wanted to get it in the way of the enemy so that we get a few extra seconds of fire on them. That said, the battle is hardly over as the real enemy forces arrive here, and we got plenty of good ones. tons of iron breakers, hammerers, and yeah, just tons of iron breakers and hammerers. We got troll hammer torpedoes, and we got cannons and organ guns as well. Very nice, big, balanced army that the enemy is going to, well, move towards us. But, you know, good luck with that. Anyway, enemy lord is running away, trying to book it back towards their battle line because this guy's holding the relic. The replay isn't showing it, but it says, kill the lord, claim the relic, essentially. I was thinking that maybe if we killed the lord, the enemy army would actually be driven off and die, but that is actually not the case. So we killed the lord, and at the very least, that's another lord that isn't in the army. Granted, we take shots from the enemy organ guns and, I don't know, thunderers maybe, but it'll be worth it as we do cav regen on our lord, and the enemy lord is down fairly quickly. Beautiful, and away we go. And no problem at all, and as a little bit of a parting gift, we get a flame storm on the enemy. What's the fire resistance on iron drakes with troll hammers? Damn, 40%. Pretty big, and ooh, just as we try to book it on out of there, the enemy air force arrives, a massive pile of gyrocopters with both of the brimstone guns and a regular variety, actually almost all brimstone guns. Looks like one regu-copter. But fortunately, we have our aerial. Well, honestly, our aerial units are just plain superior. Granted, they don't have any range, but they can certainly kill enemy gyrocopters in the air. And if the enemy wants to shoot cannons up at us, it'll probably be likely to hit the enemy gyrocopters as well. All they could do is either run away from our flyers or move towards our blunderbusses, which would knock them out of the air anyway, so I think this is going to be pretty ugly for the poor things. I'm sorry about the jumping around with the camera. I'm trying to get a good shot of these guys actually attacking the gyrocopters, but the gyrocopters kept running. That's a big old pile of gyros, though. Delicious. Alrighty, let's see. What do we have? The Terrified. Alright. For some reason I was like, wait a second, how can a machine be terrified? But yeah, obviously it has a pilot. Got to use to our Hellforged machinery. Although technically our Hellforged machinery would also have the various pilots, but they're all unbreakable. Or pilots, or the crew is what I'm getting at. Well, that's it for at least a few of the enemy Air Force units, and we're still just kicking back, relaxing, waiting for the enemy army to draw closer. This is once again a big old dwarf force, but once again made up of primarily infantry and actually a decent amount of artillery, but yeah, they have to get closer and thus once again be susceptible to all of our range fire. Iron breakers, hammerers, whatnot. Here come the magma cannons and the dreadquakes, and ooh, hello, looks like one of the gyrocopters did actually move forward and take some damage. Oh, the dreadquake. Yeah, so one of the problems with the dreadquake is it likes to take out, it likes to fire on its own, essentially, when you move it, which means it'll go after enemies that you don't necessarily want it to go after once you move it, even for a couple seconds, which is a little bit annoying. But oh well, here comes another Flamestorm, and right into the Flamestorm of Magma Cannon. Whoever was in the middle of all that is having a very bad day, and there we go, the Dreadquake Mortar coming down on the poor enemy force here. And their infantry are having a pretty bad day. Ironbreakers and Hammerers alike getting ripped apart from range. It looks like some of those gyros are now moving in, and only to get hit and knocked out of the sky by our blunderbusses, though it looks like they might get a few bombs off. Nice job to them. Before they rat, of course, but nonetheless, nice job. At least they're not wasted this way. Though they will get knocked out of the sky. But to be fair, that was a given. And there we go, looks like we have two more gyrocopters remaining. One of them got caught by the sadistic snare of Zhatan, and the other one is going to get chased around by Pythic, and then the last one will be shot up by our centaurs. We see those flying axes, as well as our other units here. Beautiful. Looks like the enemy Air Force has been taken care of, and now only the enemy infantry remain, though remain may be a strong word, as they're all at either half HP or much, much lower. And they're still not near enough to us to actually threaten us at all. You can see why the Dowie Zharr feel a little bit of a sense of superiority at this point in time. Yeah, and unit-wise, I think the problem is that all the weaknesses of the regular Dwarfen roster, all the weaknesses, the Chaos Dwarfs don't have them. So the high mobility, the immobile, or the immobile lords and generally immobile army, we don't have that problem. Yeah, we do have somewhat immobile infantry as well, but we have better artillery. Our lords can be around. We have much better magic due to, you know, actual lords of magic. And we have cavalry of various types. We have fodder units that can move fast. Yeah. Well, either way, it looks like the enemy's having a pretty bad day. The main enemy infantry army is pretty much destroyed. We are moving a few units forward, but between the Iron Demons and the Magma Cannons and the Blunderbusses, yeah. I'm not sure that the enemy's going to get a single blasting charge off this particular battle. And we are going to move our Flying Lords towards the enemy artillery since they did shoot up our Blazing Beards of Bajorak a little bit. But otherwise, the enemy army is broken, and the battle is ours without even really having to engage our infantry. Really, it was only the Blunderbusses that had to do a little bit of work, and that only against the Gyrocopters. I would be curious to see how effective the Blunderbusses, as compared to the Fireglaves, are against the Gyrocopters in particular, which I guess we'll be finding out fairly soon, since we now have access to those Fireglaves. Lovely. Also, nice relic, a nice battle. And very nice to get a bit of a preview of what the endgame scenario is going to look like. That will have even more elite troops and more trains by then. Ooh, alrighty. I got really concerned for a second there when Zhatan got stuck, as he has a tendency to do, apparently. Anyway, looks like that was a proper debut for the Demon's Tongue, getting 344 kills and 32k damage, though actually outdone by the Magma Cannons. That said, of course, the Demon's Tongue was only using half of its firepower, as it was not using its flamethrowers, because the enemy just never managed to reach that far. So that's their problem. We're going to take the labor, as we tend to do here, and we should get the item as well. Does it automatically go on you? Let's find out. So this is an armor piece. Melee attack +5 for all units in army, and I'm hoping that this does apply. Great Taurus for who? Zhal Stormbreaker Convoy. Oh, no, we should probably level the convoys. Yeah, this is the armor of Gazrak. So we need, let's say, put it on you. No sundering attacks, eh? Who needs sundering more, Sniper Man or Demonsmith Sorcerer? You are not using any... You know what, let's put it on the Sniper for now, but I might swap it around. I just want to double check. So currently our upkeep is 70, 27, and we have 57 melee attack on you. Now we put this on the Everburning Helmet of GRUNGNI, and we have 57 attack, and that did not seem to apply to you. Melee attack +5 for all units in army. Maybe it's because it's a Regiment of Renown, it just is broken. Let's see, 47 on the Brothers of the Bull, and 47 on the Brother... Oh, hello. Well, that's interesting. I wonder if it works if you put it on a Lord. Well, we don't want to lose the armor of Gazrak, especially since you're the only one that can wear it. Okay, what if we swap you out? Let's say 47, 70, 27. So the reduction does seem to work. (7201). But the melee attack doesn't, which is unfortunate. Okay, I think what this means is it only works if you put it on a Lord. So let's try this. Everburning Helmet of GRUNGNI out. We will put on the... what were you wearing before? Mirror Shield? Let's go Mirror Shield. And then we'll try the Helmet of GRUNGNI on, let's say, Yobaz for now. We'll swap it around. I just want to see if it works. So, Shanks, you're at 54 melee attack. We put on the Everburning Helmet. And you're at 54 attack. Melee attack +5, all units in army. I guess it just doesn't work. Well, that's a shame. Also, Ever-Burning Light is an imbuement that enables flaming attacks and blinded for everybody nearby. Oh, wow, that's actually quite nice. Huh. I wonder if it would be better to put it on Scaff Stonebeard then. Because that way... Well, I'm just wondering, we imbue the Granite Guard and the other blunderbusses with fire to do more fire damage. That said, you're a Lore of Hashut. Maybe we'll get you another Demon Sorcerer of Fire to put it in there as well. And just for Kindle Flame, if nothing else. Alright, I gotta think about where to put this helmet then. Since it doesn't seem to be working. At least with regards to some abilities. Unless the melee attack +5 is something that actually only happens on field. Like, it doesn't say it, but is actually an imbuement or something. That said, upkeep reduction for artillery and war machines would probably benefit you the most. The Iceforge Legion is excruciatingly expensive. Although, you're fairly expensive as well, Demon's Tongue. You know, I'm not sure. I am not sure. Now, let's keep it in Zhatan's army for now, then. I will think about this. Oh, ambush defense chance, eh? I do want the Ever-Burning Light. You know what, let's keep it in that army for now, and then we'll see about it. We got other relics to find anyway, so once we have those, as well as a few more items, then we can retool and give items to whoever needs them more. You two don't need to move for now. I do want to double check our capacity growth for wizards, as we do want more tech thieves. Not Castellan, though I do want to check these guys. No, still don't like any of them. Soon we're gonna start milling through them. Demon Smiths, and hello, we have another exiled. Alright, we'll take the exiled. What does Fanatical do? Meh. Alright, Fanatical it is. And I guess you're gonna go to Greasus' territory, so maybe we will send you out from... Where would it be closer? I guess Shrine of the Alchemist? Wait, no. Nanley. Alright, exiled man it is. Impatient... Yeah, doesn't work on heroes. Or at least I don't believe it does. Exiled. Quest successful. Ah, yes, I was going to give this a read. The ancestor god GRUNGNI cravenly led the dwarfs into the earth, only to be forced to return and fight without knowing the true worth of his gift for mining. The throngs of the weakling western dwarfs carry a relic attributed to him, passing it from army to army within their mountainous borders. Ancestor relic of GRUNGNI. Lovely. Alrighty. Well, that's ours. You are going to be a tech thief, especially because... Skagoath Stout Troll. Okay, I was about to say that's impossible to read, but no, it's not that bad. You are going to go with Tech Thief. We need lots and lots of Tech Thieves. We just have so much very useful tech, and then we want to tech towards. Actually, speaking of teching towards, you can finally head to Brazen Bodyguard and up towards Malicious Compliance. Really need just a little bit more research. And you know how we get it? By stealing tech, damn it. Alright, well, let's see what else we have now. We have nobody to move. I checked the Infernal Castellans. You got 2 turns until your recruitment is, well, maybe not complete so much as in a better state. Do we not have any gobos here? Nanley, maybe we will build then the Hobgoblin Bivouac here. Raw materials output plus 30% for local province, irrelevant, and gold refinery I'm sure is fine. But maybe for now let's build the Gabo thing. And we do want this to be a military hub after all. So it should have most of the military buildings, and then eventually this thing will get moved. Actually, you know what? I do want Hell Cannons and Death Shriekers for other armies, so let's start on the Grand Manufactory here as well. Though, ow. You're still in Billowing Smokestacks, eh? Could've probably reduced that by popping the Masterful Architects. Whatever. Not a big deal. Not a big enough deal, at least, at the current time. Next up, we have these places. We gotta keep upgrading our money-making capabilities out of these gold sluices, so let's keep upgrading those. We also have convoys. 2 extra convoys now. First of all, let's do some leveling, shall we? You're good. Let's see. You are leveled. Therefore, we will level you. Cargo capacity for you, friendo. Who's next? Oh, does it really cancel every time? Okay, that's gonna be irritating, but what can you do? Hey. What are you doing, game? Come on now. Let's see. Cargo capacity, better scales. Hidden stores doubles attrition reduction. So I think we'll go for hidden stores next for you, friendo. And I wish I remembered who that was. Who else do we have here? You. Leveled, and you... Ah, you're both leveled. And only because now we have to do that twice. 3 points, oh wow. Nice job. Better scales and 2 points into hidden stores, and we'll go local guides or one of the others next. Blue line maxed out first, then the other lines after. Next up, you are the last. If I could click something. Yeah, thank you. And you have 1 point, and you're gonna get, I guess, better scales. Alright. Very nice. Alright, now who can we send out? Who is ready to go? Ooh, a war machinist. Oh, wow, he has a dread... Okay, we're gonna recruit you. I wasn't expecting he'd have a Iron Demon and a Skullcracker Dreadquake as well. That's fantastic. Yes to you. And level you up as well immediately. Better scales, cargo capacity, 2 in hidden stores, and then 1 in wayfinders, and max out better scales. Perfection. Alright, now. Who do we send? War Machinist Man. Well, Covert is our best one, so we can send this one the furthest. Oh, actually, one of the best ones. Actually, you're the best one, just by virtue of unit number. Though I'm not entirely sure whether that's actually making you the best one or not. Anyway, Ad Master, and we want to send you far, far away. 3.6k gold at Castle Drakenhof, decent amounts of labor at GRUNGNI, and Silver Tower of Sorcerers. Gotta go with you. Yeah, let's go Silver Tower. Right here, and max this out, please. 5.5k. Dispatch. Alright, who's up next? Who's the second best, or the ones that we have remaining? Gotta go with the War Machinist, man. Just because. I want to see the Dreadquake do some things. You are going to be added, and you are going to proceed. Well, you're still a little bit light in the form of your capabilities, but... I guess we could send money for labor 8 turns. We could try 100. Oh, it's at lowest, but it's okay. We can increase it. Castle Drakenhof isn't that far. We could try Drakenhof. Maybe that would be the best one. We're not technically... Oh, no, we are at war with the Haunted Forest, so you'll get attacked if you go there. I don't like that. I do want money. And Drakenhof might be the best one left to get money out of. Alright, fine, Drakenhof it is. Especially since it's not a particularly long travel. So you're gonna go here, you're going to max that out. Not as much money as we'd like, perhaps, but hopefully good enough. Try not to die, though. There we go. And we do want to increase our convoy capacity as well, so we will be teching towards that as fast as possible. Now, we do have a lot of admin remaining, but I think we may want to just start off next episode with that, as I think we've done enough admin with the convoys and stuff. So I think I'm going to call it here. We had our nice little quest battle. Next time, we will have Zhatan move down to Wai Li and to Fuheng, and then towards the jungles of Qian, whatever we can get up to here, though keeping a weather eye on the horizon for lizards cresting it. Then we have the potential for Deathmaster Snitch and all the piles of Skaven versus Yobaz and Thrunbaj. Here. It would be nice to get a massive battle with 3 or 4 full Skaven stacks versus all this, though we don't have enough artillery to do it. Still, I think that it would be quite enjoyable. Otherwise, we can also send Scaff down there, at least temporarily, maybe through, like raid through Goldtooth territory, and then move down to Qiang, which would free up these guys to take all this. So that's the plan. Let's see if it survives contact with the enemy, so stay tuned to find out. Don't forget to leave a like and comment. All glory to the algorithm, and thanks for watching.